The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Welcome to RezX, an Indigenous lifestyle show for everyone. My name is Chris Tyrone Ross, and I'm filling in for Brad Bellegarde and Tyler Tootoosis, who couldn't be here today. So with that, I want to welcome you to another episode. And today we have, it's a very special episode because we have a special performance from the amazingly talented Riva Farrell-Racette, who will be performing 3 songs here today. So we had her in the studio, and it was a really great experience, really great listening to her music. I'm a huge fan of her music, so I'm glad we'll be listening to a lot of that today. And Before we can get started with the show here, I just want to give my gratitude to AccessNOW. I started volunteering here a long time ago when we first started doing RezX. Back then we had Cadmus DeLorme and Aaron Goodpipe as our hosts, and then Tyler eventually took over with Aaron, and then Brad joined us with Tyler. So it's been a really amazing journey just to see them keeping the name of RezX alive. Before we used to be a magazine, and now we're a TV show here on AccessNOW. And also now I produce the show, but also big shout out to Leland Messer, who was an amazing producer on the show when it first started. And I learned a lot from him, and I cannot thank him enough for his contributions to the show. And he's taught me a lot, and so has everybody here at AccessNOW. So as you can see, I am proudly wearing my Access brand and everything, and I'm just happy to be part of the team. So with that, let's get started with the show. This week's big topic that I wanted to discuss is MMIWG, which stands for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls. Now, every season on RezX, we always try to do an episode based around that, because I think it's a very important issue to use our media to raise awareness and get the information out there, and just to kind of really do our part in the community to help raise this. And RezX has always been a show that's been very positive and very uplifting, and positive press, as I like to say. But you can't always do that when there are a lot of issues like this that affect our community. I know that anybody watching at home, any Indigenous person watching at home, knows somebody or knows somebody that knows someone who's gone missing, and it's such a important issue for us to discuss and to raise awareness, and we can't forget about them. We can't forget about all the hundreds, not thousands of women that have gone missing, and also for the times where it didn't end well. And this is a reality in our community. This is something that happens a lot, and you get frustrated and you ask, why does this happen? Why is this always happening, right? And so we're always looking for answers. We're always trying to find out what can we do as a community to help? And this is kind of one of those things I always think we should do. And so later on the show, we have a song by Riva Farrell-Racette, performing Stolen Sister, about that. And she's somebody that, a music artist that I filmed a music video for her a while ago. And it was really something special. And, but we actually got her in the studio today to perform some of her music. So we'll be watching that pretty soon here, and I'm pretty excited for that. But before we continue on with that, I also want to say that we should also include boys and men into the conversation too, because if you look at issues like the Starlight Tours that happened in the 90s, if you look that up, you'll see there was a lot of controversial issues that have happened surrounding men who were found frozen to death outside of the city of Saskatoon. And that was just a tragedy. There was a documentary made by Tasha Hubbard on that. And if you can look that up and go find that, it's a great documentary to watch to raise awareness about that. And also, it's not just that. It's recently a little boy went missing. His name was Frank Young, and it's from my community, the Red Earth Cree Nation. And in that community, a lot of the kids there speak fluent Cree. They're very proud of it, and it's a community that I visit every once a year or so, go back. And I never grew up there, but I know the people there, and I have a lot of relatives there. And so when this happened, there was a lot of mixed feelings. I was really sad. I was mad. I was, a lot of questions. We're wondering how come an Amber Alert wasn't issued right away. And the thing is, if there wasn't evidence of an abduction, that's why they say it wasn't. But what else are there? What other things are used to alert people when it happens, right? Aside from just the media, how come we're not given a text on our phone still. It doesn't have to be a buzzing text, you know, like in an Amber Alert. It could just be a text that just says, look, you have a missing child. And so, you know, it's just and when this airs, we may or may not know the result of that. And that's a sad thing. And so, you know, I'm going to put up his picture here, and you'll see Frank Young. He's just a little boy, 5 years old. He's just a little boy that went missing, was last seen playing in the playground. And from there, you know, no one knows what happened to him since. But since then, there's been like a lot of donations, a lot of like people going to go find him, you know, and it's been like a community effort, not just from Red Earth, but Indigenous communities from all over have helped out. And even some of the towns, Care River, Nipperwin, have helped out as well too. And it's really been a big group effort. And my heart and thoughts go out to the family right now. I can't imagine how that is, but you know, these are issues that we in the Indigenous community deal with, and it's a very serious issue. And so I just wanted to raise awareness to that as well too, of how boys and men are just as important too. But we talk about MMIWG because, you know, with the ratio, there's a lot more females that go missing. And so, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and use our media to raise awareness, to help find people, and just to kind of do our part in the community. Because like I've been doing media for over 25 years, as you can see, doing magazines too as well. And like I said, it's always been a positive press, but we've also always featured these types of issues, these really hard-hitting issues, because we know what it affects us. We know that, you know, unlike many other groups of people and nationalities in the country, we deal with a lot of these issues as well. And so, and me being a father myself, I have 2 boys, and you know, it's like, can't imagine what that family is going through. So my heart goes out to them, and my heart goes out to all the families of missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls too. So with that, I wanted to continue on here with the musical performance that we have coming up here from the great Riva Farrell-Racette, who will be performing a song called Stolen Sister, which is about missing and murdered Indigenous women, and it raises awareness, and it's just a very special song. We did it last year, but that was like a music video that we did, but we wanted to bring her in here to perform, and I'm glad that we did, so thank you, Riva. So with that, let's watch Riva perform her song.
This is a song that I wrote called Stolen Sister. It's intended to be an anthem for missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, and a call to action for this country to do better. It's also a message of comfort to families and those who are missing, that we see you.
It's me, your stolen sister. You saw me yesterday, but when your path crossed mine, you saw my face and looked away. You couldn't see the truth. You couldn't see the truth. It's me, your stolen sister. They found me yesterday. The place they found my clothes is where my spirit flew away. You see, your boyfriends were restless. They came out for me. They took me to the country, they raged on me. They said when they found me there was no way to tell a brother from a sister in that broken shell. They couldn't see the truth. They couldn't see the truth. I am your mother, I am your daughter, I am your sister, and I am your lover. I may be on the other side, you can find me. Follow my footsteps and you'll be beside me. It's me, your stolen sister, and I'm one of 9, whose tears will stay on this pavement for the rest of time. So what if I was restless? What if I was lost? I dare you to find me someone who's not. 'Cause me, I had voice and all these plans. A boy who I loved, a degree in my hands. You couldn't see the truth. You couldn't see the truth. We are your mothers, we are your daughters, we are your sisters, and we are your lovers. We may be on the other side, you can find us. Follow our footsteps and you'll be among us. We are your mothers, we are your daughters, we are your sisters, and we are your lovers. We may be on the other side. We may be on the other side. We may be on the other side. You can find us. Follow our footsteps and you'll be among us. You'll be among us. You'll be among us.
So this is a song that I wrote for someone who was getting out of a really bad situation, a really bad place. It's called When I Get Out. And playing it over the years, I found that I could really identify with it. So hopefully it resonates with people who hear it.
He was sitting in a golden chair, his eye was being washed away. And oh, how things can rush so fast when you just want to stay. But when I get out and I am free, I'm gonna be someone that you wanna see when I walk. You can sit upon a golden chair, yes, I am wishing days away. And all these letters with no voice, they make me anticipate that when I get out and I am free, I'm gonna be someone that you'd wanna see. I can walk that line, it'll be okay, and I won't go back. No, I won't go back ever again. No, I won't. get out and I walk through the darkest hall to get to you. I'm gonna touch your face, touch your hair, won't hold back, I won't be scared. If I lose my step, find my way, writing my life all over again. I win this fight every day, and I won't go back, I won't go back, and I won't go back. I won't go back, no, won't go back, no, won't go back, 'cause when I get out and I am free, the darkest hall can't keep me from what I want.
Once again, thank you everyone for watching another episode of RezX, an Indigenous lifestyle show for everyone. My name is Chris Ross, and I'm filling in this week for Brad Bellegarde and Tyler Tootoosis, who couldn't make it today. And I just want to say thank you to all those people, activists, and all the organizations who are making a real effort in raising awareness for missing and murdered Indigenous women. You know, there's a lot of people in the grassroots level that are just, you know, doing their part and just really making an effort to get the word out, to raise awareness on this important issue. And so I want to thank them. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you know, we'll do our part to help you out as well too here at RezX. But yeah, you know, I mean, without your help, you know, in the community, you know, I don't know if we would have things like the National Inquiry into Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, if we would have things like, you know, beautiful songs by Riva Farrell-Racette that raises these issues as well. And like I said before, it's a very sensitive issue, and it's very something that we deal with as Indigenous people every day. So with that, before I want to go, you know, again, I want to thank Brad Bellegarde and Tyler Tootoosis for continuing the momentum with the show of RezX here. You know, just working on the show when they come here and when they shoot segments, and you know, Brad with his snap talks, Tyler with his laughter. Man, I can't wait to have them back. And yeah, we'll be back in the studio again very soon with some more episodes with those two guys. So that's something to look forward to. Other things to look forward to later this season is we sent Brad Bellegarde to a Regina Pats game, so he had a lot of fun. We're also going to be doing some more things with Tyler as well in the future, in the very near future. So, and also we plan to bring on a female Indigenous co-host as well. So stay tuned for that. That's all coming up later in the season here on RezX. So a lot of exciting things coming up. We're midway through the season, and we're excited for some more of RezX. And yeah, so with that, to end the show, we have one more music performance by Riva Farrell-Racette performing another song called Witness. So with that, let's check it out and see you next week, everyone.
So this next song is called Witness. I wrote it to support a discrimination claim that was brought by, I guess, led by Cindy Blackstock. And it was about the underfunding of child and family services on reserve. And which incidentally was successful. Canada was found to have discriminated against First Nation children on reserve. So this is the song, Witness.
I am a witness, I am a sentinel, I can see everything that you won't hide. Your symmetry is unbalanced and unrefined, but you would claim that there's an honor in the crown you take to bed with you each night. I am a witness to something so obvious, I can see everything. It's your war to hide. Hold your hands up If you've ever been left behind, could you stand up to show how your hands are tied? 'Cause in our schools you will find little pieces of the crown you take to bed with you each night. Oh, 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 and raise your hands if you've been left behind. And raise your hands if you've been left behind. And raise your hands if you can break the binds. And raise your hands if you can break the binds with all the crowns we take tonight.